Do you rely on caffeine to get through the day? You might be unknowingly sabotaging your sleep and your health. Hello and welcome to Mr. Sleepwell. Today we're going to talk about a topic that affects almost everybody: caffeine and sleep. Many of us rely on caffeine to keep us alert and focused in the day. But what we don't realize is that our love for caffeine could be impacting our sleep quality and overall health. In this video, we'll take a closer look at how caffeine affects our sleep. So sit back, relax, and let's dive into the caffeine and sleep. Caffeine is the most consumed stimulant in the world that so many of us rely on to get through the day. Whether it's a cup of coffee in the morning or an energy drink in the afternoon, caffeine has become an evergreen in our modern society. But what many of us don't consider is that our passion for caffeine could be impacting our sleep and therefore our overall health. Sleep is incredibly important for our physical and mental well-being. It allows our bodies to repair and refresh, and it's essential for cognitive function and emotional regulation. When we don't get enough sleep, we may experience a wide range of negative effects, including fatigue, decreased productivity, and mood. Unfortunately, caffeine can disrupt our natural sleep-wake cycle, making it more difficult to get the restorative sleep we need. But how exactly does caffeine affect our sleep? First, let's take a closer look at the mechanism. Caffeine is a central nervous system stimulant that works by blocking adenosine receptors in the brain. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that builds up in our brains throughout the day, making us feel more and more tired as the day goes on. When we enter sleep, adenosine will start to bind to adenosine receptors, and the amount of adenosine will gradually decrease throughout the night. That means you will wake up with no adenosine left, and this neurotransmitter will start slowly building up again as the day goes on. However, caffeine prevents us from feeling the effects of adenosine by blocking its receptors, and keeps us feeling alert and awake. While this may sound like a good thing, it can actually be detrimental to our sleep. Let's go through this process more easily. Increase of adenosine increases a person's need for sleep, also called sleep pressure. But when we consume caffeine, it blocks this neurotransmitter, adenosine, to enter its receptors. That makes us alert, and it also makes it more difficult for our bodies to get into a restful state. In addition to disrupting our sleep-wake cycle, caffeine can also impact the quality of our sleep. Studies have shown that even if we are able to fall asleep after consuming caffeine, the quality of our sleep is compromised. We may experience more shallow sleep, which means we don't get the restorative benefits of deep sleep. We may also wake up more frequently in the night, which can make it difficult to feel well rested in the morning. So what time should we get the last coffee? Caffeine can stay in your system for up to 8 hours. Let's say you usually go to bed at 11 p.m. In this case, if you want to protect your sleep, you should have your last coffee around 3 p.m. Now here is a scenario. You had some work to do at 7 p.m. and you felt already tired, so you chugged up an energy drink. That means adenosine receptors might be blocked until 3 a.m. and at that time, adenosine will start to bind to these receptors. This can lead you into waking up with some adenosine left in your brain, because your body didn't have enough time to process all of the adenosine, so you start your day already feeling a bit tired. And what people do usually in the morning? They have another coffee and blocking the leftover adenosine again. This can lead to a so-called caffeine crash. And how can we prevent a caffeine crash? First step, as we said, do not consume caffeine 8 hours before bed. Second step, let's talk about limiting your caffeine intake. You should try to consume no more than 400 milligrams of caffeine per day, which is considered as a safe amount. This is roughly equivalent to 4 cups of coffee. If you want to know how much caffeine is in each popular drink, go watch our shorts video on that. So there you have it. These tips should help you reduce your caffeine consumption in the afternoon and promote healthy sleep habits. For more tips on improving sleep, we recommend our episode on that. That's all for today. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more great content. And now, I wish you a good sleep tonight.